one. Today we're just gonna go through some stretches for the hamstrings and the quadriceps and the glutes. I'm doing this stretch just to help you out when you're experiencing any tightness in those hamstrings or glutes or quadriceps. We would like to get those lengthened as much as possible. So for all these stretches, you're going to hold them for 30 seconds. If 30 seconds is too long, you can break it down into 3 sets of 10. I would suggest to take breaks in between. These are more focused, so the poses I'm going to go through are the seated hamstring pose. So that's going to be just straightforward. We're then going to go into a downward dog, and that's going to work those hamstring muscles more so. Then I'm going to go into the bridge, and that's going to help focus on a bit on the glutes, and we're going to work our quadricep muscles a bit. Another muscle group, another stretch we're going to do is the mountain pose, basically focusing on our quadriceps. And then we will go back into a pigeon pose, and that's going to be for glutes and hamstrings and a bit of our quadriceps. And the last one is happy baby. I will be doing these stretches one after the other, so don't forget just to pause if you need to pause the video, but let's get started. So the first one I'm going to do is the seated pose with our hamstrings. So we are going to be seated on our mats. We're going to have our toes pointing to the ceiling, straight posture, and we're going to lean forward. With this pose, you are going to feel a nice big stretch right in our hamstrings. So like I said, we're going to hold it for 30 seconds. So after that, we will go into downward dog. So with this one, we're going to go into our tabletop position here, and then we're going to go on the back of our toes and lean backwards to lift up. So we have straight back, feet shoulder width apart, and we're going to feel that stretch as well in our hamstrings. This one is a little bit more targeted. You're going to feel that stretch. You can hold it for 30 seconds. Don't forget to breathe through these stretches. And we'll go back down. And then we will go into our bridge. So we're gonna lie on our backs now. Feet are planted flat on the floor. Now what you're gonna do here, you're gonna have your hands flat on the floor. Take a deep breath in, and then push your pelvis up, and you're gonna squeeze your glutes. Hold that for 30 seconds. Then lower down when you're ready. So that was the bridge. The next one we will go into the mountain pose. So with this one, all we're gonna do is we're going to stand up now. Keep our arms lengthened, feet shoulder width apart, feet planted forward. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna wanna rotate your hips Yeah, rotate your knees to the center. Don't forget to breathe. I feel this one more so in my low back. It helps with the glutes, helping the glutes feel lengthened, as well as our hamstrings and our quadriceps, but we're pulling in with our knees. You may feel a stretch in here, you may not, but this is the mountain pose. Think tall, and you're gonna wanna lean forward on your toes and keep your heels planted. Hold for 30. Okay, straighten out our knees. The next one we will go to is to the pigeon pose. This one is really good for our glutes and our hamstrings and our quads all in one. To get in this position, what you want to do, you're going to take one knee, like so, and you're going to cross it in the front of the other knee. Make sure it's knee in front of knee. You're then going to drop down to your elbows. You can rest your head on the ground if you like, and you're gonna feel a nice big stretch right in that glute and hamstring. Don't forget to breathe, hold it for 30. Once done, you'll do the opposite leg now. Same position, knee in front of knee. Lean forward. And then drop your head down. Feeling a nice big stretch in the glute and in that hamstring. You're then gonna uncross your legs, and then we're gonna go on our backs into a happy baby. Hold that for 30 seconds. Once done, drop your feet down. We then can come to seated position. All right. So those are just some ideas to help stretch our hamstrings, our quadriceps, and our glutes. I feel great. Please drink a lot of water after these stretches, and I hope this helps. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. Thanks, take care, bye-bye.